Hey, lighten up, jerk!
So so we'll start with that. That's how did you get into the barbershop game? Like how did your business come about?
Well, funny thing is I'm not a barber. I don't cut hair. I could do some simple cuts in the bathroom, which is funny. That is kind of where the idea came from, in my buddy's bathroom. Prior to me getting into the barbershop business, I was in real estate for close to 11, 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Got into the business real young, 19 going on 20. I was fired from my current job during that time from the bank.
Oh.
And, it was a few months I was unemployed, had no idea what to do. One of my buddies like, hey, I'm hiring. I'm like, oh, what do you guys do? He goes, we refinance people. I'm like, great. In my mind, I'm like, I have no idea what that is.
It's like yes, a job. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and I just knew they had nice cars.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 20, had already multiple properties.
Mm-hmm.
So, I remember being younger, my dad always saying like, oh, we refinanced our house like the third time. And I would just kind of like, oh, cool, Dad.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Not
Still-
knowing anything of what that means.
Still didn't know what it was, yeah. So when this opportunity came up, I remembered that part. My dad's like, oh, I refinanced, or we're going to refinance our car, or whatever it was. So anyways, came in for an interview, all suits, young guys, nice cars, all doing well. I'm like, I want to be a part of this. I came from the banking world. You gotta wear a nice suit, this and that. And I went with that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, did it for about 11, 12 years. And, with the fall of the market at the time, starting around 07, 08,
Mm-hmm.
the signs were showing throughout,
Right.
nationwide. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happened, unfortunately, had a shop, closed down my shop, lost my house, lost everything,
Right.
There was a time that I was like, I'm going to have to get a job. I've been self-employed so long, it's a little difficult being self-employed to going back to being
Right.
W-2.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in my buddy's bathroom, and he was like, hey, can you cut my hair? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a little rusty. We used to cut each other's hair. I used to be a break dancer, so I was in a little crew.
Right.
So we used to cut each other. Didn't look the greatest, but better than supercuts. Yeah. Sorry, supercuts. So anyways, I was cutting his hair, and we like to smoke hookah. Okay. So he goes, oh, do you mind if I smoke my hookah while you cut my hair? And I'm like, hey, no problem.
Imagine like you trying to cut hair and like all of a sudden, like,
Yeah, he's
plumes of
blowing.
smoke.
We're talking, joking. Excuse me. So, anyways, as I'm cutting him, doing my best job, and he's smoking. We're joking around. I don't know. I just I'm like, it'd be cool if there was a place you could smoke a hookah and get a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't the actual idea of doing, but that little idea right there in that moment, I don't know if it was a spark, what it was. So I started thinking about it. Maybe I should open up a barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a barbershop. Shortly after, I actually needed a haircut. And I walk into a shop, a little unpleasant, not welcoming, very outdated. And most of these shops were what existed in the San Fernando Valley. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very mediocre, nothing
Right.
special.
Right. No
And-
frills. No.
Ladies.
personality.
Yeah, ladies get to go to so many nice places.
Mm-hmm.
They got nice nail salons. They got nice hair salons, massage salons, spas. And I'm like, why are guys being neglected from all this? Like, why don't we have the opportunities to go into a place that's cleaner, have some character, good service, good cuts, and a little bit more glamorous, however you want to look at it.
Right.
So this is just all an idea. So, there was times that, I don't come from the barbering field, so it takes some time to understand it and really make sure this is something I want to, go to the next step and actually open up.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, I did my due diligence, I did my research, this and that, and my first shop I opened was in Tarzana on Ventura Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, no shops were there.
Mm-hmm.
There was maybe one not too far from me, but again, not much around there. And it's crazy, man. I was about a few weeks away from opening the shop. I'm in the shop, hanging TVs and, getting everything prepared. I still don't have any barbers, you know.
Right.
And I had a friend, he goes, hey, I have a buddy. He just graduated, he got his license. You want to, interview him? I'm like, yeah, just send him over. It's cool. He comes in and there he is. He's knocking on my door while I'm inside, and he walks in, and I hire him. I like him. Great character, good customer service. Real hungry, And he was the first barber, and he's still with me today,
wow.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, no, absolutely. So, it's nice to see the guys still with me from day one, I got guys that came shortly after are still with me. We try to offer opportunities.
Right.
And, sometimes you do give opportunities and you try to help them out, and it may not work out. Maybe the business was just not for that person, or maybe that barbershop just didn't fit his character. But I'll tell you, high percentile, the barbers stay at our shops. And I'm not saying that just because they're my shops. It's what you see.
Right.
You see it, I see it, we all see it. So it's great. It's nice. Then shortly after was Northridge. Maybe like 2 years after, not shortly after, excuse me. So with Northridge, I wanted to open up a second shop, and the Northridge area was kind of where I wanted to target, and it's a little over 5 miles from my Tarzana shop, right, down
Right.
Reseda Boulevard,
Okay.
right by CSUN.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Right
That's
by
perfect
CSUN.
location.
Yeah, I
then.
passed by that one
Absolutely.
quite a bit.
All the
Yeah.
students, and guys, want to get their haircut, looking nice for the ladies or
Exactly.
whatever.
No, absolutely. With guys, we're simple.
Right.
We don't put makeup on.
Right.
Maybe some do, and that's their thing. No
Right.
problem.
No
Nothing
judgments.
wrong.
No judgments here.
No one cares. If eyeliner was in, I'd probably put it on too. So, but anyways, so I opened up the Northridge location right by CSUN. Again, it took me a long time. That was an experience of its own. Working with a big corporate building and trying to be on the retail spot of that.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Luckily, I came from real estate. So a lot of my experience, I was able to conduct the way I needed to in order to get approved to put my second location into that specific place. A lot had to do with that I already had a location, okay, and we were doing well. It was very busy, very popular. So, their corporate side visited that location and almost like interviewed me pretty
Right,
much,
yeah.
to make sure, do we want this specific establishment in our building?
Right.
Okay.
Because I guess they're looking for someone who will bring in people that can also then translate to other customers for other businesses in that same
Absolutely.
plaza.
So they had multiple opportunities with other like markets wanted to come in there, food chains, but they weren't comfortable, I guess you can say, putting in a food place underneath their residence. Not sure why. I don't know if it was a city thing or whatever. So they liked the simple concept of having a barbershop.
Right.
We could cater to their clients. There's no food or health issues. It's
No health
it's barber.
inspectors.
We have our barber inspectors, but that's very simple. So it worked out. We've been there. This July was 3 years. We cater to CSUN students as well as our building. They always get a discount. So we try to be a part of the community. We try to help out. We've been sponsors and for some frats and so forth, and always open to more. So if we can help out, we definitely will. And the third location, Sherman Oaks, it's been open this November. It will be 2 years. So
Okay.
2 years. Again, it was another experience of its own.